I know exactly what you're thinking. Gee, this is a holiday miracle that you're now wearing black in one of your videos. But the reason for that is that I was just cuddling with my baby on the couch. And if I wear a black sweater, I'll never get rid of all his hair. But don't worry, I'll go change in a second because today we're going on a little holiday luxury shopping excursion, I guess we could call it, although I think it's going to be more window shopping than actual shopping, because in my last unboxing I said that it's unlikely I'll buy myself anything for Christmas other than the pieces I shared in that video. But I just got a message from my local Hermes saying that a piece I've been wanting to see has just come in. So I figured we could go check it out together, and while we're at it, also do a little holiday browsing. I would love to stop by the new Fendi boutique in Amsterdam, which I've not had a chance to see, and also pass by Ferregamo to look at some of their newest bags. So if you'd like to come, I guess, holiday luxury shopping with me, or more like browsing, just to see what our favorite luxury brands have to offer for the holiday season, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and keep on marching. If you saw my recent holiday gift guide, you may remember me mentioning the Dior notebooks as the perfect budget-friendly luxury gift, but it seems that Dior isn't the only brand that offers reasonably priced luxury notebooks. This one by Fendi is bound in their holiday print. Speaking of which, Fendi's holiday collection is all about the sparkle this year. They launched some of their most iconic bags, including the Fendi First, the Baguette, and even the Peekaboo in suede encrusted with tiny crystals. So if you're looking for a truly show-stopping bag, these are guaranteed to turn heads at every party you go to. Personally, my favorite is the Baguette in this collection, probably because of the juxtaposition of such an effortlessly squishy shape being excessively bejeweled, which in theory shouldn't work, but somehow it does. And I do think that this particular collection is quite decently priced. I don't think it's as outrageous as it could have been. But if shining like a disco ball isn't for you, they're also offering the very same bags in a metallic leather finish. And of course, let's not forget about Fendi's exquisite exotics, because if Fendi is known for anything, it is their fur and exotic pieces, which I completely understand isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it is a great way to put a twist on a classic piece that you've seen before without the use of vivid colors or even relying on loud prints. And the perfect example of that is this Divine Peekaboo, which, don't get me wrong, is a beautiful design, but it's something you have seen before, but certainly not in Stingray, which is one of the most special exotic leathers that really very few luxury brands craft bags out of at this point. So if you're looking to add a really unique texture to your collection while sticking to a classic design that you know will never go out of style, this would be a great piece to look into. Not to mention that while Stingray is an exotic leather, it's not nearly as delicate or expensive as something like lizard or alligator would be. If you're wondering, gee, why are you looking so grumpy? Trust me, I was having a great time, but I was so hot in this thick cashmere turtleneck, which is actually new to my collection. It's a Saint Laurent cashmere knit, which is quickly becoming my new uniform, but I was trying really hard not to melt, especially when trying this thick wool coat, which I have to say I loved. It's a really classic, impeccably tailored shape that is elevated with two oversized mink pockets on each side that of course feature the certainly not understated Fendi FF inlay, which I must confess I was really tempted by because my most worn winter coat is my Celine Egg coat, which, as incredible as that is, I am having a hard time fitting into it, especially when wearing such chunky knits. So I do need a couple of new coats, and this is something I was considering treating myself to for Christmas, at least until my advisor suggested having a cashmere coat custom designed instead, because I didn't even know this, but since both Fendi and Loro Piana are owned by LVMH, they do offer custom coats crafted out of Loro Piana's heavenly cashmeres, which if I do end up getting an appointment to do that, you know that you guys will be the first to know. Of course, it's not guaranteed that I'll be able to get the chance to design my own coat using Loro Piana cashmere and Fendi fur, but if I end up getting more information on this and end up getting an appointment, I will have to bring you guys along. Now, I'm a little torn just because, of course, I love Loro Piana's cashmere, but I am not a big fur person, especially not if the fur is covered in the Fendi monogram, because that is just a little bit too over the top and loud for my liking. But if you are a big Fendi lover and if you love the Fendi monogram, if you really enjoy fur and exquisite cashmere, this is definitely an experience you want to ask your local boutique about. As far as I understand, it is a traveling exhibition that goes from store to store, but if you are a loyal Fendi client, it is something that you can take advantage of as a one-off. Our next up is Ferregamo, because I recently talked about their hug bag as a more understated and certainly more accessible alternative to the Birkin, which I fully stand by. I am really quite blown away by some of Ferragamo's new creations, including this bag, which is offered in 3 different sizes, the white one being in size medium. And if you're wondering why it's called the hug, that is because the bag wraps around the body of the bag with the sangles, basically embracing itself, which I just love how playful that is. But anyway, it comes in 3 different sizes. The white one was in size medium, and then this black one is in the largest size, which is personally still a little bit too petite on me. But if you appreciate a really elegant but contemporary structured open style tote that isn't overwhelming, I'll make sure to have my review on these bags along with other alternatives to popular Hermes bags linked up in the corner. But if you are looking for an everyday tote, something that isn't as widely recognized as a Birkin, but still has that really timeless elegance, this isn't a bag I would underestimate. Our next up is Bottega, which it seems I've been on a real bag kick recently, because there's another bag I've been eyeing, which is the recently introduced extra large sardine bag, a piece that is of course inspired by the original sardine bag, which launched and quickly overtook Instagram a couple of seasons ago, that is now being supersized for full winter, but they kept the iconic woven texture and this incredibly eye-catching sculptural metallic top handle, which I really do like, and I thought I could see myself carrying to meetings or even to the gym, but the gold hardware makes it just a little bit too ornate for me. So the lovely team at Bottega suggested that I try the new knot bag instead, which has this really utilitarian flattened bucket shape featuring a more subtle metal detail, a silver knot, which this just fell flat. It was just a little bit too simple, and the cord-like strap reminded me of a bag that you'd find somewhere like a fishing store. Even though it's not even Christmas yet, just a heads up that Hermes' latest spring-summer collection officially launched on December 15th, but it will probably take some time for pieces to actually make it into stores. However, if you're still working on bulking your winter wardrobe, these I think it's pronounced henna boots are quite a showstopper, which were introduced as a seasonal design for fall winter. And on the other hand, if you are already planning summer outfits, the Gabrielle sandals are the latest addition to the Hermes slipper family, which of course feature the iconic and at this point quite overdone Kelly twist closure. These ones are in smooth calfskin with a PVD plated so black Kelly buckle, but these are slippers that are available both for men and women. Believe it or not, it's quite rare to find these carousel boxes in store these days, so I had to share this with you. This is a piece from the equestrian line that was originally designed for saddle storage, but if you're looking for a really sleek storage solution, not necessarily in a stable, but just for your home or even a side table that's not only beautiful but also functional, these carousel boxes are available in two different sizes in aluminium with a solid oak wood lid. And last I checked, the larger size, which is this one, retailed for $4,100. I recently shared my thoughts on these Kelly bag inspired solid gold charms. So if you'd like to hear my thoughts, I will make sure to have my review linked up in the corner. But as I mentioned in that video, my boutique seems to have one of these in stock at all times, and here it is. But speaking of collectibles, if you're a die-hard Hermes collector, you'll need no introduction to the Picnic range, which was first introduced in 2011 in the form of a Kelly 35 Picnic that has been reinterpreted several times over the years. One of the latest additions to the family being the Birkin 25 Picnic that was supposed to launch, I think, for spring-summer 2021. But if you know Hermes, you know that they are anything but punctual, but I guess all good things are worth waiting for, and this certainly is quite a piece featuring the same sculptural hand-woven wicker body as the original Kelly Picnic, but unlike the original design, these are not only available in natural Bavarian, but also in Swift in a ton of different shades from mint through red and white all the way to a vibrant raspberry pink. And my friends, this brings us to the end of today's shopping vlog. I really hope you enjoyed coming browsing with me. I'm thinking about doing another one of these shopping vlogs next week because there are a couple of little things I want to pick up for some of my friends. So if there are any boutiques you'd like me to stop by, please let me know in the comment section. And while you're down there, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I really appreciate you being here and watching, and I hope to see you back here with a new video really, really soon.